Hallo Klickenabendler, wir sind bei TBD, Taiwan Board Game Design, and next to me is Jay. Hi Jay.
Hello.
You are also a reviewer, right?
Yes, I do. Cardboard East.
And you do a lot of reviews of Asian style games.
Yes, I do English reviews of board games from all over Asia. So Singapore, Korea, Hong Kong, Taiwan, especially because I live there, and even Indonesia. So we get to hear. I think a lot of Europeans and North Americans play a lot of games, but they get kind of tired of 16th, 17th century medieval time games, and they want to see what other stories are being told.
So you do videos, or you do written ones, or podcasts?
I just do written ones for now, but we're starting our channel next year.
Okay, so small advertisement. Which is the website?
Cardboardeast.com.
Cardboardeast.com. All right. Okay. So now we have a look at Majolica, which is a new game of which publisher?
This is Blue Magpie Games, and this one sold out, I think, in the day one or day 2 in the morning.
Well, that means you have got 2 less copies of it.
Yeah, a lot of people have been raving about this game. I think Eric Summoner of the Dice Tower said that this might be his pick of the fair.
It's also very nice that it looks from the front a little bit like Azul, perhaps.
Yes,
that will also work.
But I think you'll see when I explain the game that
it's completely
very, very different from.
All right. So what's the game about? It's a puzzle abstract game?
Yes, it's Majolica, I believe, is like an island that's famous for its tiles. And so you have the tiles here that look like tiles. And on your turn, you're going to go to your main board here, and you'll pick any outside row or column, and then you just flip them over. I like to say it so I can remember what they are. So yellow, yellow, blue, yellow. And then you'll go to the smaller tiles
and take them.
And take the exact same ones. And then you'll go to your player board here. And if you notice here on the player board, you have 4 workshops. And then you take the tiles you just got and put them in any one workshop. So let's say I put them here. And then we'll fast forward into the game. So let's say, okay, this workshop is filled, and now each workshop has a requirement. So here you see 3-3, and that means 2 3 of a kind. Okay, and this one is 2-2-2, so 3 pairs, 2-2, 2 pairs, and then all the same color. So now this is filled, and now we can push. So you look at the bottom, and you see this dark one means you must push 1, but you can push 2. So you take 2, and you push it to the order card, like so. Now the trick is that all the tiles you don't use go to the next workshop.
I see.
And so now look, you see here that this one is filled. So let's say we had an order card here. And this one you can push 3. So we push 3 up here. And then all the tiles that we don't use slide over. And then, oh look, it fits again. So maybe we have a card here.
What are you doing if you can't push something up?
Well, then you just wait.
Right.
So it's an abstract game, but underneath it feels more like a programming game. So like a lot of programming games, maybe you program 5 actions, 6 actions every round. This one feels like maybe 8 or 10. So it's a very quiet game where players are just stroking their chins and contemplating. But once you get to this one, it gets interesting. So let's say this one gets filled. You go to City Hall, and then over here on the main board, you have a choice. You could choose the purple token, which is a wild, a joker, or you can get a point. These are very special. So if you're able to trigger a chain from all 4 workshops, then you get a point on your player board.
On the same turn.
Yes. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, you take all rows or all columns, but I want more cards. So all you do is you pick 1 outside tile, like maybe 1, and you flip 1. And then you can pick any card you want. And then they refill automatically. Also, you could just flip 1, and you don't have to pick a card, but then you can rearrange your cards here any way you want. And that's important because the first workshop pushes 2, the second workshop pushes 3. But there are interesting things that you can do in the game, which I think a lot of players begin to like. So the round, players will choose tiles and choose tiles. So let's say you were here. Maybe it's your turn. And then I only need one tile, but I'm going to go ahead and end the round. I take my turn, and then I become the new start player, and then I have a double round. I have a double turn.
Yeah,
right. And there's a lot of combos that come into the game, and they're quite exciting. It feels really good, to be honest.
All right, that are the game rules?
Yeah, and those are the game rules. It plays very, very differently. There are a few expansions, like this is an expansion that comes in the game, but we always play with that. Some of the cards have wilds, so you can put any tile on there to add more flavor to the game. Some of these order cards have this
Symbol.
icon, and that means after you finish, you could take one of the tiles and put it in any one of your workshops. So it's a game about slowly programming combos that chain off and chain off and chain off and chain off.
And I guess for the next round you mix them
Yes,
again.
and then you mix it again,
yeah, all right.
and then you flip them over.
All right.
And the game, when one player has completed 5 order cards, then the round finishes, and that's the end of the game.
All right.
Yeah, it's a very, like I said before, very quiet game. Most people are scratching their chin and thinking.
Okay, so that was Majolica.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure myself.
With a good explanation from Jay. Thanks for your time.
Thanks so much. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.